Traveling often by train, I've noticed that people are often a pain, but it's not always easy to find the right words and tone to let them know politely. And what if I were the one acting all cool and being a pain to others without realizing it, and nobody told me for the same reason? That's why I thought of asking the internet what behaviors are the most annoying on trains, so I could share them in a video and help us understand if we're being a pain on the train. Let's start with the most common one. Watching stuff on your phone out loud. That's the thing that annoys the most people. You probably get the impression that the audio is only directed at the person watching, but actually it spreads in every direction and everyone can hear it clearly because most people aren't deaf. Scrolling through short videos without using headphones is the most hated behavior, unless they're my videos, of course. Almost at the same level is talking in a loud voice. When you're on the phone or with friends, you might not realize there are other people around. Even if they're sitting in other seats, they're still very close. There's no wall separating them, and it's like you're shouting in their faces, forcing them to hear everything that's being said. What if they want to read or rest? Or what if they don't care that your daughter came back from Barcelona with some Spanish ham that, in the end, isn't all that great? How can you compare it to our Parma ham? Putting your feet on the seat. Underrated but really hated. With shoes on, you dirty the seat. Without shoes, it's considered rude. Yes, even if the seat next to you is free and even if your feet don't smell that bad. Not keeping an eye on your kids. This applies everywhere. Kids never get tired and can wear out people who aren't used to them. Between screaming, fighting, crying and banging and screaming, fighting, crying and banging and screaming, fighting, crying and banging. And if you give them a tablet with episodes of Peppa Pig, watch out for the volume or you'll be back to square one. The food is smelly and noisy. Even if it's delicious dishes made by Krako's grandma, foods that are too smelly can be annoying. Typically, they're the hot ones. If you add loud chewing on top of that, someone might even go crazy, taking up extra space with your luggage. Bringing overly bulky suitcases reduces the already small space for other passengers, or taking up an empty seat with your backpack when there are people standing. Taking up extra space with your body, sitting sprawled out with your legs wide open, or your elbow hogging the entire armrest. You also have to rest your arm on your leg, which is uncomfortable. Smelling bad. Well, yes, it seems that not only poor personal hygiene but also clothes that reek of smoke are disliked because they smell bad. There are conflicting opinions about the smell of fried food, wanting to get on the train before others get off. The rush of some people to get on while passengers are still getting off slows down the line and clogs the passage. Usually the train doesn't leave if there are people getting off, confusingly taking someone else's seat. In someone else's seat, asking the rightful owner to sit somewhere else. But that seat belongs to someone else, who will be asked to sit somewhere else, which also belongs to someone else, who will be asked to sit in the middle of a family with screaming children and grandparents watching TikTok without headphones. I think that people who cause trouble rarely do it on purpose, and that a calm and reasonable explanation is enough to solve the situation and live much more peacefully. Unfortunately, we're not saints or anything like that, and our instinct pushes us to be aggressive toward those who bother us, or more commonly, to silently put up with it. That's why I wanted to share this little guide. Maybe it will raise awareness and encourage more attention.
Magari aiuta a creare più consapevolezza e a porre un'attenzione in più.
If you like this format, let me know if there are other situations where you think a video like this could be useful. Also because I already know I can reuse the part about kids.